what's up everybody on YouTube? It's your boy the MFSXL, alright, back at you with 100 days of Yugioh. Every day for 100 days we're dueling with a different deck every day. Today we have ourselves a fan suggestion for a Yubel deck. So we just got ourselves a little bit of a Yubel deck. We got to try and build up into the Ultimate Nightmare. We got Kruger, we got Neos Wise, but we got a lot of different stuff and things that this deck can do. It's a nice, fun, casual deck. You know, we're not relying on a lot of negates and stuff. We're just trying to build up into a big old monster and beat into things and do some burn damage and some more burn damage and some other stuff. And so we're going to take this deck out into good old Yugioh Pro. Big shout out to Mr. Eric Abhyss, who asked for a Yubel deck today. And so without further ado, let's get right into the action. Alrighty, our first opponent. We're trying to go first. We can go first or second. It really just depends on the sort of hand we get into. Difficult hand. Little bit difficult. I got two of my garnets and a thing that searches out my Yubel. So it's got potential. It's got potential. You gotta remember that. So we're up against Abhyss. I can't play this game on Yugioh Pro anymore without seeing somebody playing Abhyss. Everyone's trying to break the deck. And by everyone, I mean literally everyone. Everyone's playing this deck. I'm going to be trying it out soon myself. Yeah, I'm a little sick of Abhyss at this point. It's like, there's one new archetype that breaks one old broken card. You guys are going to get this card banned at some point. Not now, obviously, but in the future. In the future, this is probably going to get hit to 1 or something, and this whole deck is going to die. But regardless of that, let's just go ahead. We're going to do something real quick while we wait for this guy to hurry up, basically. I want to wish y'all a happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, today's Valentine's Day. That's why we're doing Yubel today. We're doing Yubel today because it's Valentine's Day. And you guys need a pretty lady like Yubel, who is half man, half lady, whatever, for you guys' sake, basically. Basically, it's all for y'all. So, that's why we're doing Yubel today. So, happy Valentine's Day to you guys. Remember, it's not just for the people who have a couple. It's not just for everyone. Just remember, it's not just a holiday for people who have a significant other. It's love in general, folks. Just remember that. I wish I knew if Kluger summoned from the graveyard right now. As it doesn't really matter who I discard. I'm just gonna get rid of Neos because I can use him in the grave later if I have my Miracle Contact. It's all good. So this guy's just doing pretty much what his deck does. And I'm just going to get that back. Okay. I never understood why you'd give me a card back. I've beaten Abhyss players before just by getting back like a Nibiru. That was the Penguin video, yes. That was the Penguin episode. My opponent gave me back Nibiru, so I Nibiru'd him twice. So, an interesting concept. What does this do again? If your opponent adds your cards to the hand except during the draw phase, send a random card from opponent's hand to the graveyard. And then he gets a bunch of tokens. A literal shite ton of tokens. Alrighty, let's see what we got here for a hand. What does this do? Monsters sent to the graveyard, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Because basically this lets him tribute my monsters. You tribute dark monster pug. Okay, so basically what this means is I can set Mystic Tomato and we'll be fine. We'll set Mystic Tomato and we'll be A-okay. Because he can tribute dark monsters, but he can't tribute face-down monsters. So, yeah, the whole idea of Abhyss is that they tribute their monsters out of the graveyard. Venomenaga, I see. Destroy by battle, sent to the grave. Okay, we'll fire that for now. Yes, I have seen Phenomenon with these guys, because people are being cheeky, be like, oh, look, I made Venoms good. I made Venoms good because I did this thing. And what's this guy do again? Target opponent summons a monster from the grave, which I don't have. He can summon an Abhyss from his grave. Okay. And I'm thinking of when I want to hit him with the Torrential. The thing about Abhyss is if you can interrupt their whole little loop shenanigans, you're pretty set, basically. They do not do well after being interrupted. Alright, and I am once again going to just discard Neos. This is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to discard Neos. And he ditched Garnix. Not a problem. He didn't ditch anything I care about them. I mean, Garnix, He's a dude I search with my Fire King field spell. It's a cheeky little combo, because with Yubel, you can pop Yubel from wherever, and then you can search out the Terror Incarnate, go into the Ultimate Nightmare, etc., etc. What does this do? Monster summoned from opponent's graveyard. Send a card opponent controls to the graveyard. Okay. Like I said, I'm fine so far. So far, he's just doing stuff and things. I mean, I'm hoping he'll go battle phase, destroy this tomato, and then I can summon Yubel, and then Torrential Tribute, and then, you know, nuke board, etc., etc. That's the idea, anyway. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen, but it really depends on what this guy does. Right now, I'm just talking, because my opponent's doing just all these convoluted loops. Alright, again, give me a card back. Just give me my stuff. I thought the Abhyss liked their opponent having stuff in the grave. I know they have spell traps about that. So I don't know why he keeps giving me my stuff back. It's really weird. But regardless, Mystic Tomato. Going for Yubel. And then he's got something. He's going to use the effect of a monster to tribute stuff. No, he just read Yubel and realized he didn't want to attack. Okay. Understandable. Understandable, sir. Torrential Tribute. You fool, you summoned a thing. Therefore, I will nuke your things. And so now your bell's gonna go off. Invasion of the Abhyss. 2 reptiles, different names. But he needs 8 Abhyss with different names. Is there 8 Abhyss monsters? I guess there must be. Alrighty. Well, I get to summon the Terror Incarnate. In one of my end phases, every monster on the board gets nuked. That's kind of what that does. What do these do? Your opponent adds a card. Monster special summoned. I'm almost going to end my turn. Be like, nuke. Nuke. Granted, something's... Oh, yeah, the Lair of Darkness. Okay. So, he's in a bit of a pickle, although he does have his starter in the graveyard, and he has whatever this is. What does this do? This card summon, draw a card. Okay. Wasn't this thing in the anime? I swear I've seen this creature before. Ep41. I'm pretty sure that was in Battle City, not Battle City. That was in the like the side option where I tributed my Terror Incarnate. Sadly, Terror Incarnate, it clearly says when it leaves the field, but kaijuing it or tributing it does not work. It's really annoying. It really is. What does this one do? Monster special summoned from the grave. Target a card opponent controls. Send it to the grave. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem, my brothers. Okay. So he's going to have some stuff. That's fine. Super poly. I'm just going to be like super polymerization. And I'm going to keep Yubel just in case. Sorry, wise man. I don't need you right now. I need Trippa-Falubadoo. Yes, that's this guy's name. Trippa-Doobadoo. That's his new name. Alrighty. So, we've managed to out his big old thing. So, let's go ahead. Allure of Darkness. See if I can draw more things. Ooh, Yubel. Didn't want to get rid of her, but I don't have many other options here. So, let's go for Fusion Dispatch. No. We're going to go ahead and reveal Kluger. Summon the Neos in our hand. And we're just going to go for straight damage, basically. We're just going to go ahead and attack this dude with everything we got. It's not quite enough for game, but we'll see how it goes. I really need my Miracle Fusion. If I can get my Miracle... Or not my Miracle Fusion, but Miracle Contact, because then I can fuse Kluger from the extra deck using the Neos and my Yubel. So we'll go ahead and set call. Because he has enough things in the graveyard, so if I... Like, my one call, I'm not going to be able to hit anything... Because he has all these things to tribute my stuff. Yeah, that's about what I can do. It's an unfortunate thing because he has that Lair of Darkness. A Lair of Darkness tech in this deck is not to be underestimated. It's a really annoying thing. Another card that might get hit because of this archetype. Potentially. Let's see. Once per turn. It's a once per turn. So I can stop that. Aha, I hit you. You have been negate, my friend. Viper's Rebirth. Non-tuner monster in the grave. Summon it, but destroy it in the end phase. Ouchie. So long as that's not Rise of the Snake Deity, I should be fine. Although the fact that he has a Monster Reborn, let's see, he needs a big reptile for that to work. I don't think he has anything quite big enough, but we'll find out. We'll find out indeed. Queen of the Abhyss. Okay. Ah, man, he's still gonna be able to do things. What does this one do? And that one does that. And that's the one that adds me a monster back. Okay. I might as well get back Tomato. I mean, at the very least, Tomato will allow me to float into another Yubel. That's something. That is something. Although I think I might be dead. Yeah, these can all attack. Okay, so that's going to be, unfortunately, game for us. Unfortunate. But you know what? That happens sometimes. We didn't get our... If I'd got my Miracle Contact, it might have been a little better there. But it was a decent back and forth there. So I'm going to say we did lose the first duel. I do have a couple replays saved of this deck in case things go south all day. But for now, let's go for duel number 2 and see if we have ourselves a little bit more luck. Alrighty, our second opponent. And we'll see how it go. Like I said, this deck, it can certainly win. It's a very tricky thing. This opening hand's alright. It's not great, but it's something. We're up against Superheavy Samurai. Alright. They don't have like a ton of removal, right? I always forget all the Superheavy Samurai effects. And sometimes I call them super. And you know, and sometimes I even call him Super Heavy Hammerai as well. So that's a thing. What's he doing? Alright. Claw. Let's see. This doesn't do anything. This doesn't really do anything. Well, it does stuff in the graveyard. Target Super Heavy Samurai. Battling monster gets defense. When the opponent's monster declares a direct attack. Say, target Super Heavy Samurai in the graveyard. Okay. He's doing stuff. Increase its levels. What on earth are you up to? That's a blasphemy right there. He left a Super Heavy Samurai in attack mode. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But regardless, we're going to take a risk with the Pot of the Extravagant. As long as I don't banish both my Klugers, I should be fine. Okay, I did not, so that's perfect. Perfect indeed. So what we're going to do here, I've got Neos. Problem is, I don't have... Let's see here. I'm going to summon Mystic Tomato and do some damage. I don't think either of these have an effect to stop me, so I'm just going to attack some Helper. I'm going to attack Helper and do some damage while I can do it. Gotta take the damage where we can get it. Alrighty, so that'll end our turn. What do we have left in the extra deck? Of course, I left all my links that I don't care about as much. Of course. Okay, it's not a problem. Not the big deal. Yeah, it's a thing. I've been playing... I don't have as much time to play test as I'd like. Had a lot of busy times in the holidays. That sounds like an excuse. It kind of is. But you know what? We're playing this deck. And honestly, playing this deck has actually made me want to make this deck work more. I think I'm going to revamp this deck. If we get, like, no wins today, I'm definitely going to do this deck again in the future. And I think I'm going to go more towards the Fire King aspect. I really feel like there's something there with the Fire Kings and the Yubel. I really feel like that might be the way to go. For now, we're just going to go for another Allure of Darkness. Hey, Super Poly. That's cool. Having Arvata and Garnix. Actually, that could work. That could work. Let's go ahead, Fusion Dispatch. Gonna go ahead and bring out our other Neos to deck thin. And have a Beat Stick on board. And I'm gonna summon out Arvata. Because basically, if my opponent activates a monster effect, I can negate it, and then blow up Garnix in my hand. And my opponent surrenders. Okay. I don't know why he surrendered. This duel was nowhere near close to being. Oh, I guess he just has a really bum hand or something. Okay. I mean, let's see. I was gonna destroy that, and I could have negated helper. Okay, I understand now. Okay, so he surrenders. So I guess we technically won with that. I didn't even get close to summoning Wiseman, but he was in my hand, so that's something. So I do have those 2 replays saved up, so I'm just gonna go for the 3rd duel, honestly. And we'll see if we can get ourselves a more legit win, because that one feels a little cheap there. Alrighty, our 3rd and final opponent. Last chance for romance. We'll see. Honestly, I honestly think I am going to come back to this deck in the future. I just feel like that, I didn't have as much time to play test as I'd like, and I think I can do better. I think it's going to go down to Fire Kings, honestly. I think that's really the avenue to go. As it stands, I don't have anything to start with. I could just summon Arvada, but that would be a waste. So I'm just going to end my turn for now. We'll see what happens. I got a Super Poly, I got Torrential Tribute. That'll stop most decks so long as they don't get destroyed. So at the very least, it's something to start with. We'll see indeed. It's all going to depend on what this is. Ignisters. Okay. Ignisters could be problematic. Really depends. I kind of have to interrupt him at the right time, otherwise he's going to run me over with a train. And by a train, I mean the arrival at Ignister that I can't do anything about. Let's see, then he summons Doshin. Alright, hopefully this is right. We'll find out. I mean, if I get rid of 3 of his monsters, he's not going to be happy. Although he probably has the revival spell already in his hand. Like I said, it's a tricky thing with Ignisters. Yeah, he had the revival spell. I figured he had it. I just didn't want him to, make Dark Templar and then revive monster and then go for, combos after that. That was my intent. We'll see if I was right or not. I mean, he's got the Dark Infant, or Bebe, as I call it. And he's gonna get his dang old field spell. The trials and tribulations of a Yubel player. I'm trying to make a deck around a really janky old card. Everyone wants to play these big, long-winded combo wombos. And by long-winded, I mean he didn't do much. Okay. So what is this? Does this do anything on the field? No. No, it does not. Okay. We'll just go ahead and attack it then, I suppose, and hope for the best. I mean, at the very least, I can say I did damage. I can say that I am going to do some damage. Unless he's got a hand... Oh, wait, no, a Chi-Chi. He's just going to blow up himself, and then that ends the battle phase. That ends my battle. Alright. Well, that's annoying, but what can you do? What can you do? I don't have my Garnix in hand. For the one time I want him in my hand, he's not in my hand. So we're just going to have to wait and see. See, Ignister, add to hand. Okay. It's going to get an Ignister back. Me, I really want him to just make a bunch of Dark Ignisters. At least 2, because then I could go for Super Poly. And that would at least interrupt him again. Like I said, if you can keep interrupting Ignisters, you'll be fine. The Mather is actually doing that. Okay, tribute to Cyberse, add a bigger Cyberse. You got Gachiri, which is a big shieldy dude. Let's see, negate effects, summon this from the hand. Okay. He's got Gachiri. Sent from field to the grave. Target a face-up monster. A target unaffected by card effects till the end of the opponent's turn. Okay. Okay, he's just trying to build up into more things. Nightmare. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, wait, no, I can Super Poly that, because we're both fire. Right? Right? Am I wrong? Pretty sure I'm right. Right? Mud Dragon? Mud Dragon? Thank you, Mud Dragon. You're my hero. I'm sorry, Wise Man. I don't need you right now. I need Mud Dragon. I need Mud Dragon more than I need you. Well, I was hoping to use Super Poly on something else, but at least I have a monster. The problem is, I don't have my fusion dispatch. I don't have anything to get Yubel out. If I did, I'd be perfect. But I don't. It's all up in the air right now. He's lower on resources than he'd like to be. He does have his field spell, though, so that's an important thing. He has his field spell. Skullmeister. Card effect activate in the opponent's grave. Okay. And, oh, my opponent surrenders. Okay then. Well, I guess technically that counts as a win. It's kind of a chintzy win. You know, I will count it as a win, but I'm not, just for the record, I'm not happy about it. And normally I would go for another duel, but I feel like this deck does need an overhaul. So we're just going to end today's episode. Let's go for the end screen. All right, everybody. So the Yubel deck did manage 2 wins. They're a bit chintzy wins, honestly. I didn't get to do nearly as much as I want. It's a hard thing making Yubel work. But I feel like there's more I can do. I'm definitely going to come back to this deck again in the future. I'm probably going to go more for the Fire King angle, because I feel like that has untapped potential that, honestly, I think I threw it in here just to see if it would work, and I think it worked out perfectly, and I just need to go for that harder. I need to go for it harder, so I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. I won't ask for the likes or the subs, because honestly, I think this deck, it needs an overhaul. So, next time we're going to be taking a look at Abhyss, followed by, let's see, Abhyss, Fire Princess, and then the Karibo deck must be happening. So, I hope to see you guys again next time. Your boy Memphis is signing out. I'll see you then.